party in. Rock the party in. What?
Sway in the morning. Shade 4-5. Right, Heather?
Right.
Hip hop walked in the building.
That's a fact.
It has shades on.
That means I'm feeling myself.
Ow. Why not?
I'm feeling myself.
Motherfucking dog right here. Last three decades, he had hits.
That's a fact.
Who can say that?
Not many.
40 can say
40
it, man.
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe. Jigga.
I put Jigga and Snoop.
Okay.
Jigga and Snoop.
Jigga and Snoop.
It gets bad after that. Nah, it goes all downhill.
Nas.
It gets downhill from there.
Short, that Blow the Whistle was the big one. You know, that was within 10.
Blow the whistle.
Yeah. It ain't.
I love that
it ain't
song.
two handfuls, Joe.
No, it's not.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've known this man since the early 90s. I've been supporting. I've been a fan.
That's right.
It's not even just the support.
You was playing Flojo out there.
Made that shit number one. Made it number one. Really knows?
That's fire.
He was playing Flojo.
That's fire.
We was like, who is this dude?
That's a fact.
What is Puerto Rican? You know, we was like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
All of these bars, this lyrical content, this substance. That's when Represent was out. Yeah. Way back in the day. Every time I talk to him, I'm happy to see him because he's a torchbearer to me. And you, along with those 5 or 6 other people, have demonstrated how this culture could continue to grow and you could continue to be successful.
That's right.
How you evolve as an individual. So from the time from Represent to Family Ties, which is the new album, ladies and gentlemen, coming out this Friday.
Yeah, buddy.
Thursday at midnight.
We got to see the young Fat Joe, Joey Crack, to who he is today as a father, who he is as a community leader, who he is as a music mogul, just all around great storyteller, as an historian, and as a pillar from this culture that we call hip hop.
That's right.
So he's here today to talk about what he says is his last album, but I think today we're going to talk him out of that. The one and only Fat Joe.
Joe.
That's Sway. I love you, man.
I think we're going to talk him out.
Back in the Flojo days, or maybe before that, when I was running with Diamond, and Diamond was cool with the 45 King.
Digging in the crates.
And I watched, I actually was there at the OPP video.
Oh, wow.
Just regular. Like, I wasn't Fat Joe the rapper. I was Fat Joe from the Bronx. So I was behind the scenes. Shout out my brother Dre from Cool and Dre.
I was going to do that too, Joe.
I know.
You know.
You want to do this?
This dude right here, man. We wouldn't have all the stuff we love to listen to if it wasn't for him. I'm just going all the way with it, Dre.
Let him speak the
I'm
truth.
going all the way with
Yeah,
it, Dre.
baby.
My playlist would be empty a few slots if it wasn't for him. Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, Ja Rule, Kendrick Lamar, Remy Ma, the list goes, Queen Latifah, the list goes on and on. With Fat Joe and this duet project, Family Ties, one of the best at it, the one and only Dre from Cool and Dre. Last time he was here, we talked about this.
That's right. We keep God first and everything.
Okay.
First.
Okay, say that, Dre.
So,
talk to him, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So when you do that, any storm that comes your way, we look at it as a blessing or as a sign that, oh, shit, something big about to pop off. We've been through so many storms, and we never let it affect or phase us because we always knew that the storm was a sign that something big, like a big bag is coming.
Cool and Dre. They never broke up.
Nah, they won't.
Nah.
Y'all never broke up.
Nah, we a family, bro.
That's what Family Ties is all about?
That's what it's all about, bro.
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about. And I don't know bar for bar the accurate line, but the illest line Jay-Z ever said in his music was more or less he was saying we could strengthen each other so we could be each other's crutches.
Yeah.
So he said that. What song he said that on? You love every Jay-Z line.
Yeah.
But basically, the way it's supposed to work out is we're supposed to make sure Khaled was big. We're supposed to make sure Cool and Dre is big. Fat Joe, Remy Ma's big. We're supposed to make sure Scott Storch is big. Digging in the Crates is big. So whenever we need to pull each other up, we there for each other. It was a time when I was doubting myself, and I'm very confident.
Yeah.
When Dre came to my house and he sat down with me, he was like, yo, you bugging out. He was like, yo, we got to get in that studio. We got to go. I was like, yeah, Dre, you know, I don't know this and this and that. He was like, yo, you bugging out. Like, we got to go in there. And we, you know, we've been making hits ever since. So, you know, that's what it's all about, family.
Okay, the song you're talking about is Feeling It. Was it Feeling It? Was it Feeling It? Yeah,
Feeling It.
That's the song. I have to work that shit out right there.
Yeah.
When did you doubt yourself?
Right.
And which album was this?
Nah,
what point in your career?
It was just one point where I was just in the crib, and I was just like really like in a bad space. And Dre came single-handedly, sat down, was like, yo, bro, like, let's go to the studio. We gonna make all the music. We don't care. You know, he told me a story. I'm gonna tell a story. This is the viral moment.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Fat Joe's story, man. That's all we waited for.
Nah. He told me a story I've never told publicly. So we sat down. I think I was like about to turn 40 years old.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, man, you know, at that time we had like a stigma in rap. Like, should you be rapping at this age? You know, it's a real big ageism thing with hip hop.
Absolutely.
We could talk about that.
Yeah.
But so I was just a little bit down, and Dre was like, yo, Tina Turner had her first hit at 47 years old. And I was like 39. I was like, word, Dre? He was like, do you know how big Tina Turner is? I was like, yeah. He's like, yo, I just saw a documentary. Her first huge solo hit. She was 47 years old. He was like, yo, man, you got a lot of time to drop them hits. And he was right. We continue to drop these hits.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing. Like, I have a problem with certain major labels. I'm talking about hip hop history.
Okay.
Certain major labels, you know, they had artists. They had our guys, Eric B. Rakim. They had the Big Daddy Kanes. They had the Public Enemies. They had the this. And at some point, the major labels said, "You're old school, and we're not supporting you no more." And what the artists did was say, "We're old school, so let's go do the old school tours."
Okay. Right.
Know what I'm saying? But when I was at Atlantic and they were like, yo, you went from selling 2 million to a 500,000, they looked at me like I was a failure. I was like, I really, Joey from Apartment 5E got a 500,000 people
Right.
buying my record?
Right.
So I'm going to go independent and keep putting these records out and do what I do. And then, you know, right after I left there, Make It Rain sold 4 million records. So it was like, so what we've been pushing the narrative, we just been like, yo, as long as we love hip hop, as long as you ain't punch drunk.
Yeah.
I don't like to see my favorite boxer going through the left.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, you been punched too much.
Yeah. Step out the ring.
Now you been punched too much.
Yeah. Get out the ring.
You're gonna die
Yeah.
sooner or later, right?
We're concerned.
So as long as I'm wavy, as long as I know what I'm talking about, as long as I say hip hop music to me is like chemically imbalanced, meaning that, you know, the OGs don't want to listen to the young guys don't want to listen to the OGs. Different eras is different eras. And what me and Dre have been able to do for these last couple of years is find a potion to where we can make music where 12-year-old kids, you'd be surprised how many 12-year-old kids come up to me like, Fat Joe, I love All the Way Up. I love Yes. And then you got people 50 years old, 60 years old. Yo, Joe Crack, Flow Joe, that's my guy. So we found, you know, a potion that works for everybody and it goes across the board. And what I've been trying to do is like Nipsey, rest in peace, had it right. It's a marathon. So this game has always been a marathon to me. When I started out, I wasn't as good as everybody else. But during time, maybe like 10 years ago, the guys I used to consider gods, untouchable, I was like, is it me? Are they getting whack? Or am I as good as these guys? And then that's when I said, oh, I'm going to take off on these guys. So when they dying down, because historically, it's just a fact, Rappers come out, they have them classic albums, they the
Couple.
hottest, and then they dwindle down.
Yeah.
It's just it's a fact.
They taper off.
Yeah, it's a Snapple fact.
Yeah.
So Fat Joe realized, like, oh, I'm doing the opposite. Like, I'm actually getting better, with time, and I got them. And now I can stand here and be like, yo, I've been here 20-something years. I got a top 10 song in America.
Uh-huh.
That's
a round of applause.
Shout out to Eminem, Shade 4-5.
Yeah.
You know that boy on the album.
Yes.
Marshall.
Okay.
Put him in that category.
Marshall. Oh, no,
Eminem.
he's on that super category.
3 decade came out in 98, 2008, 97.
I'm going to give you
98.
one line Eminem says in the song that there's a lot of
In the song that's on this project.
most disrespectful song. Yo, Eminem has not rhymed like this in years.
What do you say?
Well, I thought of one right now. He said he's a unicorn in the human form. He said he's a unicorn in the human form. But he said, the illest line to me that just keeps smacking me in my head. He said, I'm just a cracker with a barrel, arm to the T, Anderson Paak, rest in peace, Afeni Shakur, Anderson Paak.
Yeah, nice.
And then, he's going crazy.
And her
Anderson Paak. No, the boy, yo, Sway, this boy going too crazy. I'm going to stop. Album out Thursday night, midnight. No, it's a masterpiece.
Shout out to the Free Nationals. They was just on the show.
Oh my God! Like, let me tell you something. That one song with me, Dre, and Eminem is and someone else. So I'm not even gonna tell nobody. That's why I let in the track. But it's so legendary that when you hear this song, I realize that 10 years from now, we can make a Hamilton out this song.
Where that
like
song?
a play out of the song.
God,
The
Joe,
one
come
song.
on, man.
That one song could be a play.
Right.
said a Hamilton?
A Hamilton.
He said
Dre.
that in one song.
Yo, I'm telling you
Let me
the
see your
truth.
phone, Dre. Let
It's
me see
serious.
your phone.
I played Sway the Pulling record
Yes.
before it even came
Before
out.
it came out. That's what we do. That's our tradition, Joe. Family ties. We
Sway don't fold.
yeah,
No,
yeah. That's
Sway
our
don't fold.
tradition. Dre, pull the phone
Sway
out.
don't fold,
Let me get a
man.
sample. Sample
When we
the
come
song.
off the air, we're gonna
Not
let it
on
put
the
it in
radio.
air.
We'll play it for you off the
Yo,
air.
wow, Sway was
That's
coming
some
for the
bullshit.
Sway, we'll play it for you off the air, man.
If I make a great guess, can you tell me who that second feature is? I mean, the other
Yes.
person. If I guess, great.
Yeah, if you guess it right, I'll say yes. And then it'll be breaking news.
Damn.
Okay. Okay, so it's Fat Joe. It's his last album, supposedly, in theory. This is Dre's, man. Is Dre on the hook on this?
No, Dre's rapping.
Dre spitting on this. Wonder, warm up the tables. Dre gonna do some work for us this morning. It's huge. It's
You're
Eminem.
scaring me
Yeah.
because you almost right. Nah, this is disrespect. Don't do that, Sway. He's there. You're like, he's there.
feel it.
Like he's in there. He's
Looking at his crystal ball. He looking at his crystal ball.
He ain't got to
fifth
call
record.
home for the assist.
Yeah.
What's the game show that you got to call for the help?
Oh, no,
You
no,
like,
you
wants
wanna
to be a millionaire.
no, so far you're good.
So far, I'm good. This is a huge song. I know that Wayne is on Pulling.
Oh, man, don't do that.
Okay,
Sway.
so it can't
I
be
jammed
Wayne.
myself
Right.
up.
It can't be Wayne
I jammed myself
because Wayne
up.
already own one.
Right.
Who's huge enough to rhyme on your last album with Eminem with Dre on it on this song? What's the song called?
It's called Lord Above.
It's called what?
Lord Above.
Lord Above. Okay.
It's our version of a gospel song.
Lord Above. When you think of God, you think of Jehovah.
Oh wow.
You think of Jehovah. You think of
You're wrong. Oh my
I
God, yo.
thought you was gonna say Drake. Damn.
Man. Oh, Drake? Either way, it
That
would
would
have
have been
been
great,
huge.
but not a surprise.
No,
it's not Drake or Jay?
No, it's
then
not
it gotta
Drake
be
or Jay.
Nas.
No, it's not even a rapper.
It's not a rapper. It's Obama speaking.
It might be. It might be. I'm gonna give you another shout out. This other record we got that's our favorite record It's called Day Ones. Yeah. Who's my man on the end?
Shout out Big Bank DTE.
Oh my God,
From
Big
Atlanta.
Bank talking that talk on there.
Big Bank.
What?
Amazing.
I love
talk.
this guy. As soon as he come on, he go, "I'ma keep it all the way tall with you."
Wow. Okay.
I'ma keep it tall with you.
Let's
You
play.
almost had it though.
I was on the right
We
track.
gonna play it for you after this.
Okay, cool,
Yeah,
man.
years only.
They got a song. I feel like you just dropped this morning or yesterday called Deep.
Yeah, that video,
I
man.
haven't,
14-minute video. It's on title now. To be out for the world on Thursday. Irv Gotti shot it. Lou Williams is in the video. We went bad in this video. This video's about a guy getting cheated on by his wife.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I heard some
With
of the lyrics.
damn near everybody.
Yeah. And I heard some of the lyrics when they was ice grilling you that was ice grilling Joey Crack. Then you say, but she ain't never sucked a.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. Mama might be listening.
Okay, I was gonna.
You know I love you, Lorena, but let me tell you something.
Yeah.
The video's very racy, and I was very, very scared of the outcome because it's a little like
It's racy.
sex scene
Yeah.
in there. I never done that before, so I thought I was gonna get stabbed up by my wife. She's been taking it easy. She knows I'm an actor now. She
Okay.
knows this is acting.
So, but how sexy did the scene? Like
No,
how
it
steamy?
was sexy.
Like you had your shirt off? Sexy?
No, I had my shirt on, but she had her shirt off.
Oh.
And it was scary. I had anxiety.
Okay.
Because I thought I was going to get stabbed or at least buy 4 new Birkins or something.
Yeah, but
There was a price tag to this video.
yeah. And it's called.
Let's be clear. It's called Deep.
Okay, we go play. Here's the video right here. We're gonna watch it. Fat Joe is here. Dre is here. 888-742-3345. Got the Keith Sweat.
Woo!
Listen to that.
Shout out to Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat. But Dre, that's you singing?
Yep.
Dre singing on the hook. Ooh.
I took this bitch to the Mafia Coast, back to
Sway in the morning. Fat Joe. Family Ties. New album. Dre is here.
My brother.
Okay. Got Keith Sweat remake. Damn it.
What happened to me was I was in a club uptown in Dykeman with Dre, and I was in the club, and you know the latest thing is the girls, they get the body kits. You know, they got the tits, the ass. They bad as fuck.
They getting body kits.
Body kit.
Body kits. They like
Say what it is.
They getting body kits. Like, I mean, I'm not against it. Like,
You get a 2-for-1 spec. Like if
I
you get
think
tits
it's-
and
you
ass,
take
get
a
discount?
you take a chubby girl, and the next thing you know, she's 6-packed up with the fattest ass, fattest titties in the world. No
bundle.
disrespect.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it's called a body kit, a bundle.
A bundle.
At the end of the day, I'm sitting in the club, and I'm looking at this VIP. Actually standing. There's VIP, and there's some girls that look like that with some guys. They definitely hustlers. They pop an ace of spades. They got their jewelry on. They hugging all up on these chicks. And then I look to the other VIP, and there's some dudes looking like Bolo staring over there like. And I was like, yo, Dre, you think this could actually be this guy's ex-bitch and he paid for the fucking body kit? No, did I not tell you this in the club? I was like, imagine if that nigga paid for that body and he's smooching her ass in the. It's a problem.
Yeah, that's problematic.
That's how I came up with this song.
That's how,
I was like, oh my God, this gotta be tough.
Yo.
This gotta be bad. Like, you're in the club and
That's-
she looking like a unicorn in a human form. Nah, this gotta be bad. Cause I seen the looks, I seen the tension. And I was like, yo, this is crazy, Dre. Imagine this. We in the middle of the club. This is the kind of crazy
it's
shit we be
crazy
thinking
times
about.
right now, man.
Oh, no. This
But
is
you
the
made that into a
craziest time.
song.
Fucking right. And nobody. It's hard for a man, especially like a macho man, to make a song about being vulnerable and a woman cheating on them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they never make them songs. But you know how many people relate to that? Vice versa?
Yeah.
It was
But all of us,
All
all
of
of us
us.
got stepped on.
You
You
don't
got
get a
stepped
nigga
on?
back
We all
like
been,
that.
yeah, I've been stepped on. Are you kidding me?
Who stepped like when
Disgustingly.
What's like one of the most disgusting?
Nah, man, I had the worst. I don't want to go viral with this one,
What
man.
happened, Joe?
Nah, my son Joey's mother, my first baby mom, she did me the filthiest you could do a human being in the planet Earth, and she knew I would kill. Like that's the biggest problem. So I got a problem with women that you know. Not only if they cheat on a man, they gonna cheat. They know he killed. So the guy they sleeping with, he's in imminent danger. like right? Like if like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
but
I've hated that when you got a girl. Some women. I'm not bashing women. God bless you. I love you.
Right.
I got a wife. I got a daughter. But some women have gotten some guys in jail forever and killed.
That's a fact.
Because I had a boy, I won't say his name. He was a masked murderer. In fact, he's in jail for triple lives.
Shit.
It was one of my boys I grew up with. And every fucking week, we in the club, and he'll come. We popping champagne. This is the realest nigga on earth. Mamita cheated on me again. I'm like, oh my God, a nigga dying. Oh my God, why? They're gonna kill him. Yo. And the nigga come like he ain't say that 3 weeks ago. I think my Mita's fucking with the post office guy. The mailman or the milkman. I'm like, Jesus. And everyone knows what it means. Like, she's a bad bitch, but she's a hoe.
Yeah.
And this guy kills.
Oh my! What a combo!
That's a dangerous combination.
Man! You know how many times I spit up champagne?
What happened?
Like, I don't even want to be privileged to this conversation.
Nah, man. Fat Joe is here, man. I can sit with you.
Oh my God!
Hey, Joe, did you recently buy a new Rolls Royce?
Of course. Yo, Sway, we got to.
Yeah, I
You know
saw
what's
that,
till the
man.
wheels fall off? Sway always run up on me like, yo, man, you always dip fresh. I never see you wear the same shit twice. Fucking right.
You get right? I was talking
Fucking
about
right.
that this morning.
Well, you know what happens is we ain't have shit.
Okay.
We came from the bottom of the barrel. We wiped our ass with newspaper. No AC, so we had to sleep on the floor because it's cooler. When I went to school, I had to step on bodies to get to the front door because I had a bunch of cousins and aunts and uncles living in my house. And fuck these niggas, man. As long as I could shit and I could get Rolls Royces and mansions and be fly, I'm going to keep doing it to them because we only get one life.
Yeah.
And that's what I love to do. So I'm going to keep doing this shit. And anybody out there who see me doing it, you should look at it as inspiration. Because I'm not the richest nigga at all. But when I go to Jay-Z's house or Puff Daddy's house or see what Dr. Dre,
Dr. Dre.
that nigga took LL Cool J on a boat. Y'all ever seen that video? It was LL Cool J's birthday. Nah, because me and Dre be talking like, you know, everybody flexing on the gram.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to be fly. I'm stunting. We all stunting. But there's niggas that you don't want to stunt.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you don't want Dr. Dre to act up. You don't want Jay-Z. You don't want these certain people. Mark Cuban probably could be butt naked on a slope. Right? So it's like, yo, it's LL's birthday, and obviously Dr. Dre took him on a vacation or something for his birthday. So you just see LL and Dr. Dre, and the camera, you know, they got the drones, backs up. And then you notice, oh shit, they're on top of a skyscraper. But the shit keeps backing up and backing up. And it's a fucking boat as big as a fucking city. As the shit back and back and back and back and back. I mean, it's shit bigger than the Bronx. I'm looking at that shit like, and they getting smaller and smaller, Sway. And the shit is big as a fucking city. Google it. Google it.
Wonder, find that Wonder. You looking for it?
Yo, my nigga, I'm looking at that shit like, what?
Can I come?
Is this Star Trek or some shit? Yo, Sway, Jesus Christ.
Wow. Man, I always cry when Joe come here, man.
The best storyteller
Nah,
ever.
yo, no, man, it's
Shit
levels.
was that big, bro?
What? Google it. I'm not lying.
Joe said that shit bigger than the Bronx. Like.
No, I'm telling you. I thought they were like on the balcony of a building in Times Square. And as the shit kept moving away, I was like, Jesus Christ! Is that a ship?
All right. Hold up, Joe. Stop.
I'm like,
all right. Does he have another?
hey, Dr. Dre, if you're listening, I got the
He
point.
does.
I got it live and
Got
direct.
another interview. Joe got another interview.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, they saying yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Sway, man, we love
We
you.
really ain't
Family
even
Ties
talk.
classic.
Family ties.
Heather B, I love you, man.
you
You
too.
know you're a living legend,
Okay.
man.
You too.
All
You
right.
too, family.
You already
know.
know, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, this is what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop, the culture.
Jay-Z on the album?
No, Jay-Z ain't on that album. He might come to the party late. You know, Remy was announced yesterday.
Okay.
So Remy won her court case yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, she did.
And y'all
Reported
thought
that.
I was just being her brother lying, talking about she was innocent. She really was innocent.
No,
Right.
She really ain't do the shit.
Yeah.
But you know, when I went on Instagram, y'all, innocent can't keep a good woman down. Niggas like, shut the fuck up. You lying for Remy, nigga. Yeah. She ain't do it. She ain't do it. So she won yesterday, and she was recently added to the Family Ties roster.
Oh, so she's on the
So
project.
she's on the album,
Okay.
but we're announcing family members because you know sometimes family come late.
Yeah.
But they always on time.
It's and what's her Angelica?
Angelica's not on the album,
She's
but
not on the album.
Angelica's the youngin coming up. You know, I'm excited about her. I'm spending a big bag on this girl, so I'm really excited about Angelica Villa.
Yeah.
You know, we
Ryan?
independent. We spend our own money.
What about your son? Ryan?
My son too. You know, he's
I see him. I see you in the studio with him going hard on your son. Man.
what he does. I do go hard on him.
Yeah.
I try to prepare him. I try to prepare him for the real world.
Uh-huh.
Not the fake world, because some people, they want to tell you what they want to tell you or whatever the case may be. I try to prepare him. Sometimes I might feel like I'm too hard on him, but he got to be realistic too. You know, in this game, he got a great opportunity to, you know, he's actually very, 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 very talented.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do that show bad. And the reason why I thought it would work for him, because if you met my son, you would know that he's actually an introvert.
Okay.
So he'll be here right in that back corner. He won't even talk to nobody.
Uh-huh.
So I said, when he came up with the idea, I said, well, you know what? You trying to do your career, your music thing. Maybe that'll work for you. Maybe some people will mess with you, or you'll gain some fans that way. Because if you're expecting him to come out here and be the Fat Joe and tell us, he ain't doing that.
That's not what he's doing.
Nah, that's not what he's doing, man. And, you know, I mean, I wish him, you know, my family's my family.
Yeah.
You know, and my kids are my kids, and I own them. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And I'm with them 1,000,000%.
There it is.
No matter what. Unconditional love.
Uh-huh.
And that's what it is. So when you see somebody, you know, if we could speak on it,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Parenting ain't easy. And it's all about unconditional love. Loving your kids no matter what. You know, we not God. We can't say what they gonna be or whatever, but we gonna love them.
No matter
To
what
the
that
wheels.
is.
That is. We
Yeah.
gonna support them. We gonna love them. That's what it's about.
And you know, shout out Ryan. He worked with me and Cool on French Montana's album on a record called What It Looked Like. He did the hook and everything.
What up,
So,
Ryan?
yeah,
Young
yeah,
Ryan.
Yeah, he did a hook for French. He did a hook. He
Yeah.
did my hook on me and Remy's album Cooking.
Uh-huh.
You know, the guy's real talented, man. If he don't stand in the way of himself, he'll get far.
You hear that dad right there?
Well, actually, I thought that was I jacked Uncle Phil. Family ties.
Family ties, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, where's Locksmith at?
Uncle Phil on the radio.
No, that is crazy.
That's crazy.
Because I haven't looked up. I
That's
was looking
crazy.
at y'all. And Uncle Phil is on the stage. Non-glass. This ain't glass.
Looking at it.
No, I haven't. You know I'm in zone, man. We selling the album, Family Ties.
Right. We called the locksmith. They just called from the front desk, but yeah,
bring him back.
he-
I wanna bring Locksmith.
you want to bring locksmith back in
'cause I
just
wanna,
a minute, but that wasn't.
I'm
him.
Your locksmith at left?
Yeah.
I love Locksmith.
Yeah.
You know Locksmith.
One of the most
left.
talented
from
dude
Bay.
in the world.
Yeah.
Sway, how come it wasn't no Puerto Ricans in the West Coast? You said you didn't know what Puerto Rican
Well,
was.
Latinos. All right, let me explain it to you.
Yeah, talk to
Let me
me.
explain.
Yeah.
So you
But
got
at the
you got
time,
Bahamians, you got Haitians,
Hey.
you got Jamaicans,
Right.
You got Barbadans. Same thing with like Latinos. You got Mexicans, you got Salvador, you got Puerto Ricans,
Dominicans,
Dominican, Cuban, and they all, some are from the Caribbean, some are from Mexico and all that, Spain and all that. So it's different. So they all Spanish. Everybody's Spanish, but they cook the rice and beans different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
where you
That's a
could tell
fact.
what part of the world they from. So we had Ecuadorian,
Mexicans.
Mexican.
Okay.
You know that
Cubans?
If you had Cuban, but very smart.
They were just bringing the coke over
Yeah.
there.
They was making drop offs.
All right.
They were making drop-offs.
Okay.
You know, but at that time it wasn't Dominican. I met my first Dominican person
Over
when I
here.
moved to New York.
That's a fact.
yeah, and I knew one person who was Puerto Rican in the Bay.
Wow.
That's a trip. And then when Joe started rapping, we was like, what the fuck?
It's Puerto Rican. Right.
Yeah,
It was
that's
like that.
Yeah.
You know, I was in phone calls for Big Pun. All right, so Big Pun, rest in peace, was 100 times better than me. And even though I was out, I knew that the hip hop culture had to hear this guy, and Latinos needed their Bob Marley or whatever. So that's why I stepped back and I put Pun on. But I used to be on phone calls with Pun, Locksmith. I used to be on phone calls with Pun, not with Pun, but with the radio team. And the radio promo guys, we would do singles, and he would put me on, and I'd be like, yo, why the record ain't blowing up? And he would put me on the phone without them knowing, and they would be in like Chattanooga or Alabama. They'd be like, we don't know no fucking Puerto Ricans, man.
Wow.
Y'all want us to play this Puerto Rican shit out here?
That's true, though.
We barely know J-Lo. J-Lo wasn't even out yet. Is this some Selena niggas?
Right.
And I'm listening on the radio.
Like on the call. You
Yo,
listening in on the call.
We got to go down south and open up Master P. We got to open up
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Wow.
it was a time where people around America really didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So,
And so
you know, my slogan is always, I'm too black for Spanish people, and I'm too Spanish for some black people. So I've always been a mud. You know what I'm saying? So they've been trying to figure me out forever. Like, damn, we you know, there's some Spanish people who's like, yo, Joe thinks he's black.
You
Well,
get
I
that?
do.
You get
I do.
You do
But
think
then
you
there's
like
some
it.
black people that be like, you know, man, I don't know. He really with Kaepernick.
Yo, this is what I want to do.
mud.
Fat Joe is here, man. I
Yo, the
swear.
locksmith in the building.
Yo, I wanted to see Fat Joe's your last album. Dre spitting bars on this too.
Incredible.
Dre, man. I brought Locksmith here too. I didn't even know. He doesn't know what I'm up to, man, but he knows I like to make moments. Beautiful hip hop, organic moments.
That's a moment.
Right. I want Fat Joe already know what he do. He already know what's going on right here.
It's the locksmith. Yo, Dre.
Give it up for Locksmith, ladies and gentlemen. He is here. Give it up for
What's
Locksmith.
going on here? That's the locksmith. What's
All
up, my
right,
brother?
man. Yes. There you go. Delay reaction.
I'm a co-signer of the locksmith.